Dead zones ruin your home internet experience. Choosing between a Wi-Fi extender, booster, or repeater is incredibly confusing. Picking the wrong networking hardware will instantly bottleneck your expensive internet plan and completely waste your money. Today, we will clearly define all three options to guarantee you buy the exact technology you actually need. We will compare their peak speeds, setup costs, and daily reliability to permanently fix your home network coverage. But you must watch carefully, because one of these three options has a hidden flaw that disqualifies it entirely. A Wi-Fi extender is the absolute gold standard for expanding your network without sacrificing any data speeds. It functions by connecting directly to your main router via a physical Ethernet cable or a dedicated wireless backhaul. Because it uses this dedicated communication lane, the Wi-Fi extender broadcasts a brand new full-strength signal. This means a Wi-Fi extender does not degrade your original internet speed, offering a truly seamless connection. The core strength of a Wi-Fi extender is its ability to handle heavy bandwidth tasks across massive distances. If you need a flawless connection in a detached garage or a distant backyard office, this is it. However, installing a true wired Wi-Fi extender often requires routing physical cables through your home walls. This makes the initial setup process significantly more complicated and expensive than the other two competing options. But for professionals working remotely, the rock-solid stability of a wired Wi-Fi extender justifies that initial effort. High-end models also support seamless roaming, meaning your phone automatically connects without manually changing network names. Ultimately, a Wi-Fi extender physically brings the source of your internet exactly where you need it most. A Wi-Fi booster takes a completely different approach to solving your frustrating home network dead zones. Instead of creating a new access point, a Wi-Fi booster amplifies the existing signal right at the source. You can think of a Wi-Fi booster like attaching a powerful megaphone to your main internet router. This hardware is specifically designed to push a stronger wireless signal through heavy physical obstructions. If your home features dense brick walls or heavy metal appliances blocking the signal, a booster helps tremendously. A Wi-Fi booster is ideal for older homes where radio waves naturally struggle to penetrate the thick architecture. However, a Wi-Fi booster has a strict physical limit regarding how far it can physically push that signal. It cannot magically bend wireless signals around complex corners or reach an entirely different floor of a mansion. The best use case for a Wi-Fi booster is improving signal density in rooms directly adjacent to the router. Adding high-gain booster antennas is usually a quick, plug-and-play hardware upgrade that requires zero software configuration. It keeps your network simple, maintaining one single network name for all your wireless smart home electronics. A Wi-Fi repeater is the most common, cheapest, and most misunderstood device on the networking market today. It works by capturing the existing wireless signal from your router and simply rebroadcasting it further away. It requires no physical cables, making it incredibly popular for consumers who want a fast, 5-minute installation process. But remember that critical flaw we mentioned earlier? The Wi-Fi repeater is the hardware guilty of this problem. Because a repeater uses the same radio to receive and transmit data, it instantly cuts your bandwidth in half. This massive speed penalty makes a Wi-Fi repeater completely useless for 4K video streaming or competitive online gaming. Additionally, repeaters often create a secondary network name, forcing you to manually switch connections as you walk around. However, a Wi-Fi repeater still has a very specific, highly valid place in the networking hardware world. It is strictly meant for basic tasks like checking emails or reading articles in a previously dead corner. If you simply need a cheap fix to get a weak signal into a guest bedroom, it perfectly succeeds. You just have to manage your expectations, knowing a Wi-Fi repeater prioritizes basic coverage over high-performance speeds. Now it is time to pit the Wi-Fi extender, booster, and repeater directly against each other. When it comes to raw data speed and maximum performance, the wired Wi-Fi extender destroys the competition entirely. The extender easily handles multiple devices simultaneously, while the repeater chokes and fails under the exact same load. But when we evaluate total financial cost, the cheap plug-in Wi-Fi repeater easily wins the budget category. High-end extenders require expensive hardware and wiring, whereas repeaters cost as little as a cheap fast food dinner. Next, let us evaluate the ease of installation across all three pieces of networking equipment. The booster and the repeater both offer an effortless setup, usually requiring only a simple button press. The wired Wi-Fi extender loses this category, often requiring drills, long cables, and basic networking knowledge. Finally, we must look at latency and stability, which is vital for uninterrupted video calls and online gaming. The Wi-Fi booster improves stability through walls, but the extender provides the lowest possible latency of the three. The repeater fails this test miserably, introducing severe lag spikes every time it catches and rebroadcasts the signal. Your choice depends entirely on whether you value top-tier performance, simple installation, or an ultra-low purchase price. It is time to deliver the final verdict and tell you exactly which networking hardware you must buy. You must choose the Wi-Fi extender if you work from home, play competitive games, or stream heavy media. The extender is mandatory for large houses where maximum speed and zero latency drops are completely non-negotiable. Yes, the installation requires more effort, but it is the only true permanent fix for major dead zones. You should choose the Wi-Fi booster if your main router is trapped behind dense brick or concrete walls. The booster will forcefully punch that wireless signal into the very next room without changing your network name. It is the best intermediate solution for apartments facing heavy physical interference from surrounding structural materials. Finally, you should only choose the Wi-Fi repeater if you are on a very strict, minimal budget. The repeater is exclusively for basic, low-bandwidth tasks like sending text messages in a distant guest bedroom. As long as you understand that a repeater cuts your speeds in half, it remains a valid, cheap tool. Identify your specific internet bottleneck right now and choose the hardware that directly solves that exact problem. In summary, extenders maximize speed, boosters conquer thick walls, and repeaters offer budget-friendly basic web browsing coverage. Stop suffering through terrible connection drops and upgrade your home networking hardware to match your daily lifestyle. If this breakdown finally solved your Wi-Fi confusion, subscribe to the channel for more definitive tech buying guides.